coming to you from Sacandaga Public Campground and Day Use Area at the State of New York Department of Environmental Conservation Campground in the Adirondack Park in New York State. All right, let's tour Sacandaga Campground in the Adirondacks. If I make a left here, that brings me down to where I'm camping, Site 131. 15-mile-an-hour speed limit. This is day use. That's the bridge over to the island camping. Well, let's flip around, have a look at the river over here. It's a little bit slower moving here. What the ranger recommended, if we wanted to go tubing or kayaking, was to shoot over to the dam upriver, put in there, and come out here. And the great Sacandaga River. Now these are day use sites, so anybody can come here. I believe it's $8 a day for day use fees. Worth every bit. Wouldn't want to do this in the winter. Now for a campground that was completely booked up, there's nobody here. Very few people here. Now when it comes to DEC campgrounds, they're really inexpensive, so a lot of people will book the full week around every holiday, and whether or not they have plans. Now this is what happens: you wind up with an empty campground, fully paid for. But now if they cancel within 8 days, they get a refund less 1 day. And this whole strip here was like walk-ins. You park on the street and walk in. Right down on the river. Very nice. These are the most popular sites in the campground in front of us. Site 68 in front of us, they're recovering, so I'm not going to ride over there. 68. Yeah, right in front of us is the most popular site in the campground. You got to be right on top of your game to get that one. campsite, 1885 to 1935. Sacandaga public campsite, one of the first two built on forest preserve land in 1920 by the Conservation Department for Public Recreation. So New York State Education and Conservation Departments, 1935. Check out the beavers, how cool. Okay, I rethought the placement. These trees are just a bit too far apart. It's a little too close to my neighbor's property. So I moved it over here, right in front of the pop-up. So we're kind of all together. Hello everybody. It's just past 5:30 on day one, Sunday, 4th of July week. And I'm here in Sacandaga Campground. Sacandaga Campground in the Adirondacks of upstate New York. I'm camping right on the edge of the great Sacandaga River. I've got a nice fire going. We're going to cook ourselves some dinner.
Monday night, mostly clear. Patchy fog after midnight. Lows in the lower 50s.
Alright, it's about 5:30 and camp is all set up. I'm still doing a little organizing and getting dinner ready. But we've got our kitchen shelter up, our hammock camp is ready to go, and we're cooking dinner. Got a nice fire going already. Thanks for coming along everybody on another great camp trip in the Adirondack Park. If you're new to the channel, please feel free to hit that subscription button in the corner and give us a big thumbs up. It really helps the channel to grow. Thanks so much for watching. Okay, it's dinner time. Let's see, what do we have to go with our pork chop? Rice, Alfredo, mac and cheese. Guess we'll go with the Alfredo. Okay, need a cup and a half of water. Okay, this is where the pork chop's gonna go.
With a cold front moving across the region, the threat for showers and stronger thunderstorms.
Okay, we got a nice little pork chop. Nice looking piece. Okay. Looks like our pork chop is done. Looks good. Good morning. It's just before 7 a.m. on day 2. We're in Sacandaga Campground in the Adirondacks of New York State. This is the great Sacandaga River heading down to the lake. Just had a beautiful night's sleep in my hammock cam. I've already had my first cup of coffee. I can't shoot without a little bit of caffeine. Camp is all set up, so today we can just relax, take a walk around the campground, see what this place has to offer. Pickup always does a great job on campgrounds. Great place to store all the gear. Makes a great tabletop for working on. Best thing I ever did, make pickup trucks. Bit chaotic here, but I'm managing. Doing most of my cooking out there. Today we're going to take a bike ride. Okay, our morning routine is done. Just been sitting around, listening to the river. Absolutely beautiful here. Now I'm going to take off and go do the site tour of each campsite here in Sacandaga Campground. This way, if you're going to be camping here next season, you can have a good look at each site. Now there are some people here, so I won't be able to film each and every site thoroughly, but I will be able to get a walk by. Alright, I will put a link in the description to the site tour. Today we're here in the Sacandaga Campground in the Adirondacks, and we're going to do a site tour. It's a perfect day. It's the 1st of July. Campground is relatively empty. There are some people here. So we're going to get a look at each campsite. And if you're going to be booking here, which I recommend, it's a beautiful campground, you can have a look at each campsite before you book. Well-kept picnic tables. Great view of the river. Nice fire pit. There's a little information for you. This campsite was one of the first 2 built in the Forest Preserve land in 1920 by the Conservation Department for public recreation. Sign was put there in 1935. Check out the beavers. How cool. Love them. I think I just found my thumbnail. Hey. Right now we're heading over to the island campsites, 60 through 119. We got a ways to go. It's going over that bridge right there. Okay, directly across from the bathroom you will find site number 69. Set way off the road. This may be nominated for a gold star. It's more private than the ones at the beginning, 61, 64. I am hearing some landscaping going on in the background, but that's tolerable. They have to maintain the place. Look at this pretty view you get here. Site number 69, definitely nominated for a gold star. Fire pit, even a chopping block. Every campsite should have one of these. That's why the fire pit's in good shape. Yeah, we could take a little break here. It's 12:15 on day 2. It's lunchtime, and I'm too tired to cook anything, so I'll probably just grab the cold cuts and make a salmon. The weather's perfect, as you just heard, and getting better. Cool, beautiful sunny skies, temperatures in the 60s, absolutely perfect. Hi everybody. Let's see. It is just before 3:30 on day 2. I completed the site-by-site tour, so that will be available in a link in the description below. If you're going to be camping here, you have a good opportunity to see every site. I'm beat, made for a long day, so I've been taking a nap here by the fire. Not that I have a fire going yet. We'll be making dinner soon. Gonna have a nice steak tonight. This place is absolutely gorgeous.
Mostly cloudy with
Day 2 continues.
showers and thunderstorms. Hot.
Looks like we're having a New York strip and a baked potato for dinner tonight. Okay, steak is done. Perfectly medium rare. And our baked potato is delicious. I already had a few bites. Right now, it's just past 6:30 on day 2. We're having a steak and a tater. Bon appetit. Okay, it's almost 8:30. All done with my steak. I've cleaned the dishes. I'm making a cup of coffee to end the night, and day 2 comes to an end. Another night in the hammock. Tomorrow we're gonna go visit Moffitt Beach. It's a big one, 250 odd sites. I think it's just going to be a bicycle tour. Good morning everybody. It is 10 minutes to 9 on day 3. We're here at Sacandaga Campground in the Adirondack Park. I just had my cup of coffee and an orange for breakfast. And today we're going to go for a ride. We're going to go get some supplies in the town of Wells, New York. And then we're going over to Moffitt Beach, which is about a half an hour drive from here. We're going to do a bicycle tour. There's over 250 sites at that campground, so there's no way I'm going to be able to do a site-by-site tour. But I will highlight the best sites and check out the grounds. A little day use today. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoy the show. Hi everybody. Today I'm coming to you from Moffitt Beach Public Campground and Day Use Area, State of New York Department of Environmental Conservation Campground, near Speculator, New York. It's a real big one. A lot of hills, over 250 campsites. So we're taking a bicycle tour today. Sit back and enjoy the ride. We're one of the pump out stations. Right at the bottom of this hill is a lake. take a side trip. These are campsites 16 to 31. Nice wooded sites. Big, beautiful trees everywhere, shady, beautiful. Welcome everybody, we are at Moffitt Beach, DEC Campground near Speculator, New York. We're going to do a little bicycle riding today. Check out the campsites. There's over 250 sites here, so I'm not going to be able to do a site-by-site tour. I don't have the time, and the video would be about 3 hours long. So a quick bicycle tour. I'm going to throw the kayak in. Look out that beautiful lake out there through the windshield. We're going to do a little bit of paddling. Thanks for coming along. If you're new to the channel, hit the subscription button in the corner. Give us a big thumbs up if you enjoy the content. And if you have any questions or comments, leave them below. I'm loving to hear from you. Hi everybody. It is 11:42 a.m. on day 3. We're having lunch at Moffitt Beach. I have a nice cold cut sandwich here. How does that look? Not too shabby, huh? The hills in this place are going to kill me, but I did manage to cover what I think is all of the campground. I'm sure I missed something. There's just so much to see. There's 3 major sections, and I did spend time in each one. All right, I'm finished with my sandwich. I've sat here for about 20-25 minutes just watching the view. I spoke to a couple of DEC people who work here. One young man was painting the tables down there. Gave him a frozen bottle of water. They were very appreciative. His boss came over and he gave me a clue as to the best site in the campground, and I'm going to go take a look at that right now. Doing our site tour, I figured I'd check in with you. Hope you're all having a great day like I am. I wish you were here. On day 3, I'm at the boat launch, and we're gonna go for a paddle at Moffitt Beach in the Adirondack Park. But I think this view should speak for itself. This is the great Sacandaga Lake. And we're going to take just a short paddle. Have a look around. Alright, so before I get paddling, on the left is the boat launch and dock. All the way on the other side is the campground, and the public beach is right about there. It goes all that way. Okay. Let's paddle that way. Well, this is the quintessential Adirondack day. I have to have my glasses on. I apologize for wearing the sunglasses. I don't like to, but I can't open my eyes out here. It's bright blue skies, sunny, puffy clouds in the distance. Absolutely amazing day. Okay, straight ahead, those are some of the premier sites right on the lake. So right in front of us is the A section, 1A through 5 or 6A that are right on the beach. They are considered the best sites in the campground, but if you ask my opinion, they're busy. It's a very busy road and it's no shade. So I don't call them the best, but they are nice. It's a beautiful spot on the beach. You can keep your boat right here. Nothing wrong with that. And look at your view. The sky. The sun's behind a cloud right now. Makes it real nice out here with the shade. On that side of the beach is site 106, 107, 108. Those are on the lake, but not on the beach, where they have some shade. Here, down this is the section that I was recommended to, 106 through like 109, where I think that 106 has nice beach access. And these all get shadier as you move in, but you're right on the lake. These are the best sites, and I'm as close as I could get. I'll see if I can get a shot from the street before I leave. I'm not sure what number it is, but this site is absolutely spectacular. Look at this beautiful waterline. Great view of the lake from inside your camper. Awesome, look at that view. The time is 13 minutes to 3 o'clock on day 3. Thanks so much for watching this one. I think this is probably the most interesting of the days that I spent. In addition to hanging out on this lake, I got to do the site tour, sort of, the campground tour of Moffitt Beach. So now we're going to pack ourselves up here and we're going to get back over to Sacandaga Campground and start making dinner. Thanks so much for joining me today. If you are new to the channel, please feel free to hit the subscription button in the corner. Give us a thumbs up if you enjoy this content. If you have any comments, please leave them below. I'd love to hear from you. Alright, that does it for Moffitt Beach. It is about 10 after 3 and I'm all loaded up. The kayak is up there. And we're heading back to Sacandaga Campground to start my dinner fire and do some pre-packing because tomorrow we move to the next campsite. I've got about a half-hour drive and I'm going to stop for some ice and some firewood, maybe some goodies. We'll see what they have. But until we meet again, thank you very much for spending your valuable time with me here up in the Adirondacks. I hope you found the site tour useful. I picked up a $10 bundle of hardwood from local mercantile, and it turned out to be really nice. It burned very slow and beautifully, and I made a couple of nice juicy cheeseburgers, which I am having with some baked beans. Let's do this right. It is 5 minutes to 7 o'clock in the evening on day 3. We are at Sacandaga, oh, I said that wrong. Sacandaga Campground. We're not far from Wells, New York. That's where I went and got the really good hardwood. If you're ever in Wells, that's to stop to shop in. Shop to stop in. Whatever. And thanks to that beautiful hardwood, I made myself a great dinner. Okay. I'm going to eat this and I will check in later. It's another beautiful evening. My neighbor next to me, 2 doors down, is gone. And I've got nobody about 4 campsites on my left. So I'm very much alone here. Very private. It's getting hot. I just got a warning on the Weather Channel app telling me that there's going to be some severe weather the next couple of days, high temperatures in the upper 90s, early century mark. Woohoo. Now, there's no better place to be than the Adirondack sitting by a lake, so I wouldn't worry about me too much. Thank you for stopping by and hanging out with me today in the Adirondacks. We had a really nice day. checked out some nice campgrounds. We did some paddling in the Sacandaga Lake, the Great Sacandaga Lake, and it was a lot of fun. I did a nice site tour, but it's not a complete site tour. I rode every loop in the campground. I did get some inside information from one of the campground employees, which were the best sites in the campground. So with that knowledge, I took my kayak and I paddled by both of them. They were both right by the public beach, and they're really nice. It was a great day. I did a lot of pedaling and a lot of paddling, so maybe that's what we'll call this one. Day 3, pedaling and paddling. Thanks for watching. We'll be right back. I'm going to end day 3 here. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed our trip over to Moffitt Beach. A lot of beautiful things to see there. If you're ever in the Adirondacks, that's a good one to check out. I'll keep you updated. I'm doing a lot. I'm going to be up in the Adirondacks for another couple of days. It's the 4th of July holiday right now. Tomorrow's the 3rd, and Thursday is the 4th. So, it's going to get crazy around here, I think. But to be honest with you, for a fully booked camp, I booked one of the last 2 sites that were available on Reserve America. There's nobody here. I've got 3 campsites to my right, and I've got at least 4 or 5 to my left. So I've got this section pretty much to myself. I know most people only get away for the weekends, so they book the week. And if something else comes up, they do it. 4th of July, something always comes up. So here I am. It's a great time to go camping if you can get a site. The weekend will be difficult, but I was able to get a site for the 4th of July and the day after. I can rest. I'm going to be going home on a Friday after the 4th of July. There'll be some traffic, I would imagine. I'm not looking forward to that. Well, good night, everybody.
Good morning, everybody. It's 5:45 on day 4. It's July 3rd, sunrise. We're looking at the Sacandaga River in the Adirondack Park. This is our 4th day here. I'm going to be packing up this morning, and we're heading to our next destination. And again, apologize for the mispronunciation. Pisco Lake, near Speculator. Not far away, maybe an hour drive. First, we're going to make coffee. We have to start packing up at 7. I got a little bit of time to sit by the fire. Pretty good. That's breakfast on day 4. We already started breaking down camp. But first I'm going to eat my breakfast. Okay, the time is 9:35 on day 4.
I've finished breaking down camp. I'm burning the campfire down to ashes, and I'll sweep it out before I leave. I have a fresh cup of coffee brewing. At least the water's boiling. I only have what I'm using right now. Everything else is packed up. Okay, I reorganized the pickup truck. Got that all set, secured. All I've got to deal with is my garbage and these few items here, which is mostly food stuff. Alright. So our next stop is going to be Little Sands Point over by Pisco Lake. It's about a 45-minute ride. This is a beautiful camp. No doubt, if you're ever in the region, you should definitely stop by and get yourself a site here right up against the river. It is one of the most peaceful places I've camped. Very nice. Alright, just checking in. Be back in a little bit. Thanks for watching. Alright, the truck is fully packed and ready to go. Could take a quick look around the campsite just to make sure I'm not forgetting anything, leaving any trash. Leave no trace, guys. No sense having people cleaning up for you. There we go. The sugar packet. The fire is completely burned out. I doused it with some water, shook it up a bit. Nothing blue this way. Okay, it's exactly the way I found it. A beautiful sight. Look at these trees. Absolutely beautiful. Alright, we're on the road to Little Sands Point Campground for another 2 days. Tomorrow's the 4th of July. Supposed to be getting hot. We're going to a good place. They have a great lake for swimming, for kayaking and stuff, so we'll stay by the water. I'd like to thank you for joining me on this vlog. This is the 4th day that we've been out. Sacandaga Campground on the great Sacandaga River. Maybe one last look at the water. Here we go, bright sunlight. It's the beautiful Sacandaga River in the Adirondack Park near Wells, New York. Absolutely beautiful place. Thank you for watching. If you enjoy this content, give us a big thumbs up. It really helps the channel to grow. We can continue our work. If you have any comments or questions, please leave them below. I'd love to hear from you. And if you're inclined to, hit the subscription button in the corner. That's the best way to help the channel to grow and be seen by more people around the world. Down the river we go.